From the murky waters of the sportsman's paradise, stories emerge. Stories of the generations of people who have shared in the bounties of the land. Stories of communities that have persevered through natural disasters. Stories of the abundance of fish, wildlife, and adventures that create an ecosystem rich in diversity. And from the silted banks of the mighty Mississippi to the soggy marsh bottoms, from the tops of towering pine forests to the depths of the salty Gulf, human and animal have shared this fortune for centuries. Enjoy these stories as told by outdoor journalists who travel across our state, documenting the adventure, sportsmanship, and heritage that make us Bayou Wild.
This week's show is about dedication, success, and passion. First, we head down to Delacroix with Captain Jimmy Corley, fishing a specific technique for redfish and finding success using corks and baits inspired by high water.
This is the one I prefer, because when you pop it, it makes a big splash, a lot of sound in it, so you shouldn't have no problem catching fish with these.
Also on this week's show, we share with you the story of a few Louisianians you may recognize from successful sports careers, but share a passion for the outdoors in sportsman's paradise.
Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. We did not catch the biggest, but we caught the most, and that was the competition. You got to know the boundaries, you got to know what the goal is.
It's all about quality.
Good old Fran Flory has evidence that I'm pretty sure we won this fishing rodeo.
Here we go. Bye, baby. Mwah.
And stay tuned for another great recipe from the kitchen of Chef John Folse.
And look, we take our rolls, and why don't you go ahead? The secret is to pack it full.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be very generous on here.
Oh yeah,
you know?
you just keep on going. Get some of that seafood in there. There you go.
There we go.
And of course we have some. You can garnish it.
Closed captioning made possible by Ceto.com. Become a member.
I've been using Louisiana fish fry products so much, even the kids are getting into it.
Cornmeal bag, pour and boil, a great crawfish every time.
And whether you're boiling crawfish, shrimp, or crabs, Louisiana fish fry products use the perfect blend of garlic, onion, spices, and salt for your seafood boil. So look for the bright yellow bag and pour and boil with Louisiana fish fry products. If you're lucky enough to bag a deer or a hog this season, bring it here to Double D.
Double D processes hogs and exotic game and guarantees your product is always the meat you brought to Double D.
Double D Meats in Bogalusa, home of country smoked, spicy jalapeno cheddar, and other customized flavors.
Bring your deer or your hog here to Double D, where you always get your meat back in return. It's worth a drive to Bogalusa from anywhere. Double D.
Hello, my friends. This is Louisiana native Zachary Richard. I cherish the outdoor experiences that make our state so special. And for the first time in over 60 years, whooping cranes are back in Louisiana. Wildlife and fisheries need your help as these beautiful birds resettle in our state. If you spot a whooping crane, observe it from a distance, and if you witness anyone harming one of these very special birds, call the number on the screen.
This message is underwritten by Chevron.
This boat fishing the CCA Star Tournament. Felt surreal for about a week.
My name is Amelia, and I'm from Abbeville, and I won this boat.
There's 100 redfish waiting. It all starts Memorial Day weekend. Sign up today.
going on here today, if you look over there, you'll see that grass mat. And what we're doing is we're throwing our bait right up against that grass mat and trying to figure out a way to draw those redfish out. And we're going to show you how we did it.
Right now, these corks here, they're real loud, as you can hear. Today we've been fishing grass beds, points, the marsh line. We've been taking them, throwing them on the front of the grass, pop them real loud, and it draws the redfish out. Yes, sir. I'm coming to you. Let me get the net.
George Spivey's high-water shallow poppers and soft plastic lures are perfect for Corley's pulling them out from the grass mats technique.
But this is the one I prefer, because when you pop it, it makes a big splash. A lot of sound in it, so you shouldn't have no problem catching fish with these. I put the wind to my back and then see exactly how the tide's moving. And if the tide's going around a point, I throw it to the grass mat, stay off the grass mat, I guess maybe about a foot, 2 foot, pop your cork, and then work it like that, bring it back to you, follow the grass line back to you. And the red's just been hanging underneath like so, and they'll come out and smoke your shrimp.
There you go.
One more time.
One more time.
Good job. It's made out of titanium wire, so you can notice they pop right back in place. They don't bend all up and stuff. But by far, these are the best corks, my opinion, on the market today. I recommend you the Highwater Lures. This here is called the Southern Shrimp. It's real good. Then also, what we've been fishing with has been Vermilion Cocktail, which is like a Southern Shrimp with a chartreuse tail. And one of my favorites here is the Opening Night with the chartreuse tail. And this here been doing real well out here. And the design of the bait, when it's longer, and you have a lot more action in it than the water. And it's a phenomenal bait. Highwater corks, bringing them out.
Oh, yeah. All right, you want to find the reds, find the grass, and every now and then you might catch one of those green trout in there too. Come here, boy, come here. You're gonna make a little ride with us.
Hi, I'm Donnie Rouse. There are a lot of different reasons to shop at Rouse's.
It's the people. Everybody that works here is just so nice.
Our stores get deliveries 7 days a week.
They have such a wide variety at Rouse's. Everything's in stock. I mean, everything.
We use Rouse family recipes and ingredients found right here in the store.
It's the food. Rouse's food tastes like homemade.
And they're local.
Like us.
We also have great prices.
That's the difference Rouse's makes.
The iconic whooping crane is back in Louisiana. If you spot a whooping crane, remember, observe and admire it from a distance. And always report any harmful activity. You can always help the Louisiana whooping cranes thrive by donating to lawff.org.
Thank you to Chevron and the Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries Foundation for their generous support.
Success comes in many forms, and for those with athletic careers, it doesn't come overnight. Sports fans may recognize the names Fran Flory, Yvette Girard, and Lynn Rollins as prominent people in collegiate coaching and broadcasting. But aside from their successful careers, these three proud Louisianians have a passion for the outdoors.
Well, my daddy was a big fisherman, so he taught me how to fish at a very early age. I learned how to fish in the basin, the Chaffalaya Basin, and of course Bayou, which was in the back of kind of St. Martinville. I always said, my brother wrote the original song, Daddy Don't Take the Girl. I always cried to go fishing with him. Hunting, not so much. I think they did that on purpose, though, making me the dog so that I'd hate it.
My whole family fishes, and we grew up. My mom is a little Cajun woman from South Louisiana, Abbeville, Louisiana. She's a Broussard. I think that's just the culture of South Louisiana, and our whole family embraced that. Anytime I'm on the water, anywhere, I'm relaxed. It is truly kind of my heaven, my little piece of relaxation. If I can get on a boat, it doesn't matter how big the pond is, that's where I need to be.
Duck hunting is my passion. I'm not a good fisherman, but I enjoy it. And being out on the water, seeing the variety of wildlife, seeing the cypress trees start to turn green at this time of the year, and all of the things that come with that, it's very tranquil. And I do enjoy fishing. I'm not particularly good at it. I'm a lot better with a duck call in my hand.
That's a good girl. Oh, that's a good girl.
When the mics are on and the whistles blow, it's serious business.
We invite you into beautiful Tiger Park with college softball and Louisiana Sports Hall of Famer Yvette Girard. I'm Lynn Rollins.
Well, maybe not always serious and not always perfect, but through each event, wins, losses, travel, recruiting, and research, finding time for the outdoors is also a priority.
Your job is more demanding. College athletics is more demanding each and every year. Kids are more challenging. That come in, and it's more management, it's finance, it's travel, it's budget, it's everything, it's recruiting. But true coaching is not really what I do, unfortunately. It's what I love, but it's not so much what the head coaches get to do. The great thing is I have people like Yvette Girard that I can call and we can go take a big fishing trip, or I can find her at some time and she has the same passion that I have to be on the water and to fish, and a good old Southern girl as well.
I've kind of had a boat since I guess I may be old enough to own a boat. It truly was my form of relaxation, so anytime I could get a chance to do it, I did, and to this day I regret not fishing with my dad more at the end, because he'd beg me to fish and I'd tell him I was too busy, that I couldn't take the day off to fish. So I wish I had those days back and had fished with them.
I respect these two women so much. They have helped me in my career getting to know volleyball, getting to know softball. Dee Dee Bro is another outdoor woman who has been so patient in building her sport of gymnastics. And so when you get to spend some time away from the court or away from the softball field with people of this caliber, you better take advantage of it.
And even when the fishing is slow, a sports-minded person usually seems competitive.
We about to bring a game on over here. I tell you what, I don't think you can be in the sports field and not be competitive. I mean, we compete at everything, and our family grew up competitive in everything we did, and so it doesn't matter what we're doing, we're going to compete. And I think that's what makes people like Yvette great. It makes great coaches great. Dee Dee Bro, it makes people great because we want to compete for any and everything. So yeah, I believe that we came out, actually I do have evidence that we came out ahead today.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Here we go.
Yep. Pretty sacrilege.
Woohoo!
Whoa. Oh yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Although I think we win the trophy for the biggest white perch caught. I mean, that was a monster. It was just short of Moby Dick level. It's all about quality.
We did not catch the biggest, but we caught the most, and that was the competition. You got to know the boundaries. You got to know what the goal is.
Here we go. Bye, baby. Mwah.
Good old Fran Flory has evidence that I'm pretty sure we won this fishing rodeo.
I think Yvette and I came out on top, and of course the women would prevail, and I'm proud of that.
Hi, I'm Miss Louisiana Holly Conway on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I'm sure you know that clean, affordable propane gas is used in houses across our state. It's used in cooking, hot water heaters, drying clothes, and heating homes. But did you know that if you ever run out of propane, you need a certified dealer to inspect your system for leaks before it's refilled? That's the law. Propane is a safe and exceptional energy source, and we want to keep it that way.
I won this boat fishing the CCA Star Tournament. Felt surreal for about a week.
My name is Amelia, and I'm from Abbeville, and I won this boat.
There's 100 redfish waiting. It all starts Memorial Day weekend. Sign up today.
In 1967, Dutch Stogner realized his dream to run his own meat market. 50 years and 3 generations later, Double D and the Stogner family still operate with Dutch's original commitment to quality. Pick up some Double D sausage today and share your good times with us on Facebook.
Well, now we've come to a lot of your favorite time of the show. We're talking about cooking with Chef John Folse at White Oak Plantation.
You know, I was thinking about the questions that I get asked so often about dishes, and this time of year we're talking about outdoors, we're talking about sandwiches, we're talking about simplicity, we're talking about things that taste good, and often we forget about the things that really are classic. Like today, we got to talking about the classic lobster roll, and in Louisiana, when we put anything on bread, it's normally a po' boy, right? It's going to be something hot. It's going to be something we're frying, oysters or whatever, a nice sauce. And that's classic for us. And people come from all over the country to sit down at that table. But I'm also getting questions about how do you do it cool and light in the summertime?
Exactly.
How do we mimic some of the great dishes other people have? Well, a lobster roll has been so famous for so many years throughout the country. People go to New York and New England to do it. The only thing that's good about it is, not good, I mean lobster's great. They have that open top roll that they toast in butter. Well, we can do that. There's nothing to it. And lobster's great, but shrimp and crab, jumbo lump.
Hey, I ain't going to New England to get it. We got what we need right here.
So let me show you what we have. First of all, I took some shrimp, and I did what we always love to do. We took just a little crab boil and all that, because I don't want to change what Louisianians love or people coming to Louisiana to enjoy. I want to make sure they're getting what they love as well. So I'm just using a 21, 25 count shrimp here, and I'm just going to poach it for a minute. You know, people overcook the heck out of this.
No, do they?
And I don't know why people think you have to just boil these things. You notice my water's not even boiling here. It's just sitting at about 190 degrees. The shrimp are just really beautifully curling and getting firm. And that's just about all I want to happen here. I'll take them out and I'll chill them down. And of course, they're going to look just like this when they're done. So now, to make the classic lobster roll, they would just take lobster meat, put a couple of little seasonings in, and that's it. But we're going to do something different. So you ready to dump a little bit of that crab meat in there?
All right.
I say a little bit. You know, a jumbo lump, you can throw it all in there. Look, whatever we don't put on the sandwich.
We're going to do it all.
Now you go ahead and put all that chopped shrimp right on top of that.
All right, let's start down here.
Oh yeah, you can knock it all down in there. And you can save this to eat while we're making the sandwich, right?
All right.
Okay, good. Now, of course, we're going to go in with, again, classic seasonings. And the good thing about Louisiana, you all have your own classic season. I'm going to use onion, celery, bell pepper. I'm going to put a little thyme and basil in it. But you don't want to cook the seasonings. You want to just cut them really nice and and tight so that they're not, so you can eat them easily. Why don't you throw a little bit of that Creole mustard in there? I'm going to season it too with a little bit of our granulated garlic, and you can see just how pretty that is. It just looks like a nice little beautiful picture there. A little salt is going to go into it, and you can kind of stir that around good. I'm going to throw some pepper in, and at the same time, a good thick mayonnaise, really nice and thick. You want a little spice in here too. So Don, why don't you go ahead and just dump all of that mayonnaise down in it? You got that? And again, what's going to make this really special, this isn't a hamburger bun, y'all. This is a split top roll, and you can see from the inside that nice egg color in it. You can buy this at all of the stores. It's just a split top roll that a lobster dish would go into. How's that looking?
Looking pretty good.
Okay, so we're going to just let that continue. You want it to sit now. You don't want to just put it into the sandwich. You want all of the flavors of the crab meat, the flavors of the mayonnaise, the flavor of the Creole mustard, all those seasonings. Let them sit for a little while. I'll say a half hour in the refrigerator. When we come
I don't know if I can wait. How long?
You can take a little bit, about an hour or so. That's when it's going to be good, okay?
Ooh, and it's even going to get better. We'll be right back. Discover the taste of Louisiana that's seasoned just right. Boiled to perfection. And rich with tradition. A taste that's savory, crispy, and a little sweet. Discover the taste of Louisiana fish fry products. If you're lucky enough to bag a deer or a hog this season, bring it here to Double D. Double D processes hogs and exotic game and guarantees your product is always the meat you brought to Double D.
Double D Meats in Bogalusa, home of country smoked, spicy jalapeno cheddar, and other customized flavors.
Bring your deer or your hog here to Double D, where you always get your meat back in return. It's worth a drive to Bogalusa from anywhere. Double D.
Hi, I'm Donnie Rouse. There are a lot of different reasons to shop at Rouse's.
It's the people. Everybody that works here is just so nice.
Our stores get deliveries 7 days a week.
They have such a wide variety at Rouse's. Everything's in stock. I mean, everything.
We use Rouse family recipes and ingredients found right here in the store.
It's the food. Rouse's food tastes like homemade.
And they're local.
Like us.
We also have great prices.
That's the difference Rouse's makes.
So our shrimp and crab rolls Creole style is just about ready. Tell us a little bit of tip on those shrimp that we put in.
Well, you know, you want to bring your water to a boil. I've seasoned it, and I'll then turn the heat down so the water is just making a little motion on the top. I don't want to ever roll boil on shrimp. I put my shrimp in raw in seasoned water, and I'll stir them lightly just until they start to curl and you get that pink. You don't want them to get to the point where they are here. This is grossly overcooked for me. You see how tight that shrimp is? You want it to be so soft that it's cooked through, but it's just going to almost fall apart. And look, we take our rolls, and why don't you go ahead? The secret is to pack it full.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be very generous on here.
Oh yeah, you just keep on going. Get some of that seafood in there. There you go.
There we go.
And of course we have some. You can garnish it as I normally do with a little parsley, a little tarragon, any kind of good flavor. You can put some red bell pepper in. It's going to give it more eye appeal. Anyway, a great po' boy. I guess I'm going to call it New York style.
My neighbor Tony, he looked at me and said, "Man, you're crazy. You're about to leave out in this weather." And I said, "Sir, I have a tag fish to go catch."
I won this beautiful boat catching a tag redfish in Venice, Louisiana.
There's 100 redfish waiting. It all starts Memorial Day weekend. Sign up today.
1967, Dutch Stogner realized his dream to run his own meat market. 50 years and 3 generations later, Double D and the Stogner family still operate with Dutch's original commitment to quality. Pick up some Double D sausage today and share your good times with us on Facebook.
Whooping cranes are back in Louisiana. Through the hard work of biologists and key strategic partners, whooping cranes have been restored back to the cultural icon they once held. But you can still help. To donate to the Whooping Crane program, visit lawff.org. Thank you to Chevron and the Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries Foundation for their generous support. And we hope you enjoyed this week's edition of Bayou Wild. Hope you'll join us again next week. And also check out the Bayou Wild collection. Get you some of these neat shirts and caps. Go online and do that. We're also available on social media.
That's right. You can check us out on Facebook and YouTube as well as Instagram. We'll see you next week.